Hello everyone, Deus Legend here for Xbox Live Network, here with our ID at Xbox showcase today of Samsara. Also later in the show today we'll be doing a little triangle as well. So we showcasing these games today, checking them out. It's been a lot of ID at Xbox games out this week, so we are trying to cover as many of them as we can. Hopefully you guys saw Yoshi showcase Pinstripe earlier. And we're moving on to Samsara now. So Samsara was developed and published by Marker and released on the Xbox Store on February 7th for the price of $14.99. So let's go ahead and take a look at the game. We'll be playing through Worlds 1 and 2 here on stream. Maybe 3, we'll see how it goes. Yeah. So pretty much this game is a puzzle game, as you'll be able to see here. I'm going to... Do I want to reset my game again? Yeah, why not? Because... whatever. Here's the intro to the game, so you guys can see it from the start. Samsara. And also welcome to the stream, Ian. And Cloven Casey, welcome. And yes, there's lots of puzzles in this game. There's 9 worlds with 8 levels in each world. Alright, so here we go with the controls. Press the A button to select a block on the top right. You place the blocks as so, in a manner which you can climb up on. And you press X once you are ready to progress in the level and move the character across the screen here. That is an overused soundtrack, yeah. And you can also rotate the pieces in 4 different directions. Hey, Carp Adam, welcome to the stream. You like the look of this one? Yeah, it's pretty cool. So I've already beat the game. I've tried to beat the game in inverse, but it didn't quite work out. Apparently, I may have not inversed some levels. I don't know. It's later in the game. It's hard to tell if the level is inversed or not. So I don't know. It's really hard. Like, it doesn't give you any indication that the level's inversed. So I don't know. I might not just get that achievement. And also, the game skipped me on getting the completed under 3 hours achievement as well. I've done both of those things, and I did not get the achievement. I've had this issue with some of the other achievements in this game, so maybe it'll unlock one day, maybe it won't. I don't know. We'll have to see. But here's the prologue to the game. Pretty much once you go through the prologue, you'll get an achievement here, and there's achievements for completing each level as well. There's also an achievement for dying in the game as well. Yeah. Okay, so here we go with World 1. Yeah, broken achievements. I don't know. I know definitely I should have the under 3 hour achievement. The other one is sort of skeptical on if I should have it or not. With the inverse one, that's the only one I couldn't really tell if I had it or not because of how the game doesn't give you any indication on, well, at least to my knowledge, on if you did the level inverse or not. So here we go with level 1 here. And there is an achievement, for doing one level inverse and doing the whole chapter inversed. So here's the level regular. Um, so you can see the reflections go across the screen there, um, to give you different shapes and stuff you can do, things of that nature. That if you put a shape in the wrong place, it'll just make that noise. So pretty much we need to make a bridge across here. So fit the pieces together. There's actually two ways I think you can do this puzzle. Either doing it like this. Actually, no. I'm thinking of another puzzle. Some puzzles there are more than one way to do them. Um, so maybe we'll come across some of those. I'm not sure in worlds 1 and 2. I don't know. But yeah, that's level 1 in world 1. We're moving on to level 2. So yeah, just moving right along here. I mean, if you know the solutions to all the puzzles, you can complete the game in about an hour, hour and a half or so. Um, there are guides online to do that, but honestly, the first beginning levels are pretty easy. That you don't need to do that. Um, so I would say up to level or world maybe 3 or 4, you might have to consult some guides if you get stuck. So it's pretty straightforward up until that point. Um, yeah. So that was level 2. Let's go to level 3. All right. So it's the level. Let's actually inverse this level just so you guys can see how that is. So pretty much all it does is just like the title says, inverse. So here I'll just place the pieces again. Um, you can place a piece over here. This is what happens when you don't have the pieces correct. No, you just fall to your death pretty much. That's it. But if you get the pieces correctly, you just walk across like so. All right, so level 4 on world 1. All right, let's see. Just place the pieces again. Also, if you notice on the top, there's a block in the middle that sort of stops the mirrored image from falling correctly, as you can see. Um, there's always that in this game, so you have to sort of make both of the things match up in a sense. So yeah. So pretty much the goal of this level is to make your character turn around and go back into the end there, like so. So that's pretty much the goal there. You can use the pieces to block the direction they're going. Once you press X to progress, you can't change the direction or end the puzzle or anything like that. You just have to wait till you die and try it again. So here we go with the next level. What is this, level 6? Um, actually, I think, are these levels coming in inverse now? See, you can't really tell. I don't know. But, um, I don't know. Is it inversed or is it not inversed? Nobody knows. But, yeah, we'll just go with it, I guess, like that. It doesn't really matter to me. Um, okay, so we have a new element introduced here, which are the vortexes or the warp zones or whatever you want to call them. So pretty much you want to place the blocks in a way that you can just um, go through the vortex or the warp and come out on the other side correctly. So as you can see there, it sort of put us on the top there. Other levels, you'll have some levels will have at least 3 of these vortex things on them. So yeah, just be mindful of those. All right, so here we go with level 6. So I was wrong. That was level 5. Now we're on 6. So let's see. Um, need to get up there. This should be easy enough. Need to create a reflection to get up there. And there we go. Boom. And we are free to go. Alright, just like that. Moving on. Okay, and level 7 here. Pretty much we need to get across this area here. Let's see. What do we want to do here? Actually, I think that needs to be okay. Getting ahead of myself here. First, we need to build a foundation, of course, and put this longer piece up here. Turn it that way, and pretty much we're just creating a platform for ourselves. And can this piece go this? No, it can't. Okay. Actually, we can. Here's what we can do this a few different ways. So we can either turn this piece this way for it to work, or we can turn it this way for it to work. So let's do it this way. I don't think I've done it that way before. So some puzzles there are more than one solution to solve them, as you can see there. So here we are with level 8, the final one in world 1 here. So let's check it out here. All right, we only have 2 pieces to work with. Pretty much just create a bridge for yourself to get up, and there we go. Simple as that. Pretty straightforward game. Yeah. All right. So world 1 is complete. When you hear that sound, it sounds like we're on a game show or something. Alright, so here we go with world 2. I think there's a cutscene here. Oh, no cutscene. I think we might do world 3, because I think it'll introduce another element to the game here in world 3. So I think we'll do that one. Again, just place in the box to create a bridge and go up and over pretty much. Oops, that's on the wrong side. And there we go. You can still see the shadow or the inverse of it on the other side. So you guys will see the relevance of this in World 3, I believe. So, yeah. Alright, World 2, or Level 2, rather. Okay. So, yeah, these beginning levels, I think the game starts getting a little tougher maybe in World 3, I want to say. Yeah, World 3 maybe. So, as I said, you guys will see a different element of the game introduced. And there'll be some more compelling gameplay here. So let me know if you guys have any questions or anything about the game or anything. This is pretty much the game here. There are 9 worlds, and just play through the levels like so. Here we have the vortexes again. Same thing pretty much. You just need to make sure it mirrors on both sides to where you can not die. And you sort of have to know which direction they'll come out of the vortexes. And catch you later, Carp Adam. Really appreciate you for dropping in today. Hope you have a good day. Alright, so level 4. Okay, this level we just have one piece to place, so pretty much we need to just make sure we bridge across. And also, again, as you can see, the reflection is different on the top and the bottom, so you need to be careful where you place the piece at. And the reflection piece will land on top of the other piece, if that sort of makes sense. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but you can see what I mean. Alright, so that level is completed. So, level 5 in World 2 coming up. Alright, so this is a level where you need to have the reflective pieces sort of match again, sort of. But you don't need them on both sides. So you can see on the bottom, we don't need this second piece. So technically, you just need to build a piece up and go to the portal there. Alright, so moving on to level 6 in World 2. And about the indicator thing about the inverse worlds, like, maybe I don't know what the indicator looks like, so that might be somewhere on there. Of course, we don't know right now because I reset the game, so pity. Alright, so, again, same principle here. We have a vortex to go through. Alright, so level 7 in World 2 coming up. Alright, so here we are with two vortexes here. And thanks for the resub, Cloven Casey. Welcome back home. Glad you can resub to us here on Xbox Live Network. We appreciate all of our viewers, followers, subs, and anyone that supports the channel in various ways. We appreciate everybody. We can't do this without you guys. So, welcome back. So as you see, there's two different vortexes to go through, different colors. So, let's see how this works out. And, I mean, I'm sort of not a good example here because I already played the game about 3 times and played it the first time. Played it again trying to get the 3-hour achievement that didn't pop, and played it again in Inverse and didn't get that one either. So, I sort of know the, at least for these beginning puzzles. Later in the game, like Worlds 7, 8, 9, with the more complicated puzzles, I don't really know those by heart. So, we won't be able to see those on stream, so maybe another day. So this is just our preview stream. So I might stream this game again just to showcase those levels at another time, but not on today's stream. All right, so we have 2 vortexes lined up back to back there. So we need to make sure. First off, you need to know the direction that you're gonna come out of the teleporters. Oh, just looking at a weird email. Anyway, yeah. So, just have to, know. Like, the more you play the game, the more you get the idea of what the puzzles are, and when they introduce different elements into the game here. So, yeah. Alright, so World 2 is now completed. And at this point, you'll get another achievement in the game. Alright, so moving on to level 3. Or World 3. So we'll complete World 3 here, just so you guys a different element of the game here. So the first 2 worlds are pretty much more of the same. So pretty much this game goes in twos. Like, The first two worlds are pretty much similar. The next two are similar. The only one that's different is like World 9 is different than the other levels, sort of. Um, so as you can see here, we now have a dark side that has been introduced to us here. So now we need to account for two characters getting into the portals at the end. All right, so we got that done. Also, Mike Pitch, welcome to the stream. Missed you there. How's it going? All right, and we have another element being introduced to the game for disappearing platforms where you walk across them and they disappear. I think in this world you'll see the relevance of that, where you actually need to walk across some of the pieces to make them disappear to make other pieces fall into place. So hopefully, I think in this world we'll see that element. I think. Don't quote me on that. All right, so pretty much, as you can see, the top and the bottom has different requirements to get to the portal. So you see that here. All right, so it's as simple as that. All right, so going on to World 3, Level 3. And hello, BX Latino Heat. Welcome to the stream. How is it going? Still with a different element here, the disappearing platforms. So, this, I believe the black character can just walk through them, while the other normal character can't walk through them. So I think that's what the deal is. So there we go. All right, so World 3, Level 4 coming up. All right, again, different reflections here, so pretty much it's complete at the bottom there. So we just need to place this step here for the top character to get through. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Level 5 in World 3 coming up. Hey, Dopey, welcome to the stream. Alright, here we have different angles of the pieces as well. As you can see, these two pieces here are different. They're going a different direction. So need to figure out which ones you need to place where. As you can see here, I'm a professional at this game by now. So there we go. Boom, boom, boom. On my fourth playthrough here, you know, I pretty much memorized some of the puzzles, at least the beginning ones, just for the stream, just for you guys, so I can look good on stream. So I will advise there are guides available online from various sources if you ever get stuck on any of these puzzles. There are guides out there. So also, let's look at the achievements right quick. It's a somewhat easy completion. I mean, if you do everything at once, you can probably get all the achievements in an hour or two. If you go through the whole game in verse from the start and do all those things. So, and you'd have to know which levels to get certain achievements on. Like walk through 15 in-level portals in one level. Like you pretty much have to make your character stuck and go in between the portals a bit. Completing the game, complete chapter 8. So pretty much completing every chapter you get an achievement. Completing a whole chapter in inverse you get an achievement. Getting killed by the vines, that can be done in this world. Kill both versions of the character at in the same level. That's easy as well. You can't do that until you get to World 3. So yeah, pretty Pretty straightforward achievements. I mean, at the minimum, on one playthrough, you should have at least 700 gamer score, 6 to 700 gamer score. You have to go back on a few levels to get some of the specialty achievements, but for the most part, it's pretty straightforward. Um, so yeah, somewhat easy completion. If my two glitch achievements will unglitch themselves, I would have 1,000. But the inverse achievement and the completing the game within 3 hours, those are the two secret achievements I don't have unlocked, and for whatever reason, they won't unlock. So I've already beat the game in 3 hours twice, actually. My very first playthrough, I think I got through it under 3 hours. Um, so I don't know. Um, so yeah. So you may hear a monster or whatever walking in the background. Nothing happens. There's no like boss battle or anything in the game that happens. Um, so yeah. Okay, what is this one? Oh, I put this block in the wrong place, I think. Yeah. Okay. I'll explain the element that's coming up here in a second. I think is what will happen. Um. Okay, so here we go. So pretty much, you see on the bottom the black one walked through the vines, and the vines are like developed a hidden staircase for it to walk up. So that's another element that you have to take account of the game later in the levels, where some surfaces where you walk through, they come to life and create a staircase for you. Um, okay. Hmm. Let's see. Pretty much we need to create a staircase for ourselves. Um, on the top and the bottom. This one's pretty easy. So I said the game gets more difficult as you go on. Um, so yeah, this should do it. I would say the first 3.5 worlds are pretty easy and straightforward. And yeah, so pretty much. So now we're on world 4. So pretty much that was the first 3 worlds of the game. I mean, we got through it with some talking and pausing in between. It's just like pausing within 30 minutes. So there are 9 worlds in the game. So I got through 3 worlds in 30 minutes. So you should be able to complete the game comfortably within the 3 hours that the achievement says. I believe, is it 3 hours? I'm pretty sure it's 3 hours for the completion achievement. But yeah, this is our preview of Samsara here on Xbox Live Network. Appreciate you guys for checking it out. We will be checking out another game, Little Triangle, here in just a few moments. But again, if you're interested in Samsara, this game was developed and published by Marker and released on the Xbox Store yesterday, February 7th, for the price of $14.99. Be sure to pick it up if you're interested in the game. Appreciate those of you watching us live here on Twitch. We'll be right back with our next game of our ID at Xbox Showcase today. Thanks for watching.